I have to be honest, I find the Green Party entertaining because they're so mad, but also quite terrifying. And the thing that makes me laugh is that if a reform candidate, if Nigel Farage or Richard Tice were to go to a university in this country, they'd likely be hounded off and called reactionary and racist. Get off our campus! You'd see all that kind of stuff. And yet, those same students, those same supposed student radicals, are voting for a party that has candidates who call Jews cockroaches. They're voting for a party that has candidates that celebrated the largest mass murder of Jewish people since the Holocaust. They're voting for a party that has so little regard for women's rights that it will let men go into women's changing rooms. It will let men undress in front of women and girls. And yet the students who line up behind that party and think they're being really revolutionary will look down on the rest of us as reactionary and racist, even though they're voting for what I would consider to be a reactionary party that has some racist people in it. So I think that's got to be exposed and talked about a lot more. Who are the real reactionaries in British politics? And I think what we're witnessing at the moment is a fake revolt and a real revolt. So the fake revolt is the Green Revolt, where you have all these people with multicolored hair and all their Marx books on their shelves and, putting their fist up for photographs and saying, yeah, we're revolutionary. That's the fake revolt, because actually what those people are doing is lining up behind this very entitled politics of identity, this very divisive politics of identity, and a very reactionary agenda in relation to climate and everything else. The real revolt is coming from working class communities who are crying out for a restoration of sovereignty, for a restoration of common sense, and for democracy to have real meaning. So I think people around Britain have got to pick their lane. Do they want to be with these new reactionaries who pose as radicals, or with ordinary Brits who just want the country to be put back on an even keel of normal politics and common sense? So that's the kind of how I understand the divide coming through in the general elections. There's a phony revolution and there's a real revolution.